Hi, I'm Randall Pinkston, and this is Eye to Eye. Katie Couric is on assignment. Republican Mitt Romney suspended his presidential campaign Thursday after a disappointing Super Tuesday showing. Jeff Greenfield spoke to CBS News political consultant Nicole Wallace about what this means for Republican frontrunner John McCain.
Are there people still who are saying, let's just sit this one out? It's better that we lose for 4 years and wander in the wilderness than put this guy out. Is that still a factor that McCain has to deal with?
You know, I call them the ABM voters, anybody but McCain voters. They are vocal. They are truly agitated by the notion of John McCain, but I think they are probably a smaller sliver of the party than we give them credit for being. I think they get a lot more attention in the media than they actually represent in the party.
Do you think that the specter of Obama, and particularly Hillary Clinton as president, is one of John McCain's strongest arguments for these folks?
I think John McCain's strongest argument to any Republican, moderate, conservative, social conservative, is his record on national security, is his record as a war hero, and is his record on spending. You know, no matter how aggrieved some Republicans are about his position on immigration, it really does run contrary to a lot of dedicated Republicans. I think most of them can appreciate and acknowledge that on national security, he'll represent the party well.
So in that sense, Romney's main theme, I'm stepping out of this because wartime's too important, that's a very powerful argument for the disaffected conservatives?
It is. And you know, Romney gave John McCain a real gift today by making that point, by saying essentially the times we live in are too perilous to have our party fighting a day longer. And I think Romney will be very well served. And I think that was really the first gift he's given to John McCain in this cycle.
What about the money issue? I mean, the Republicans are already facing a pretty serious problem. When you think about McCain as the enemy of the pharmaceutical industry, the guy who took on big tobacco, that's going to keep some keep some pockets closed, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, the trick John McCain has is, and this is something that I think he failed to do at other points. He joked today about losing his status as frontrunner once and hopes not to do it again. I think what happened last time is that John McCain stopped being John McCain. You know, he overcorrected, and I think he has to be careful not to do that. I mean, raising money is crucially important, but he can't do it in a way that threatens his core strength, which is to be, against insiders and insider money.
What must John McCain do in the weeks ahead to solidify this base, to ease the discontent?
I think he has to become just as comfortable campaigning shoulder to shoulder with Tom Coburn and some of these other conservatives as he is campaigning shoulder to shoulder with Rudy Giuliani and Joe Lieberman. I mean, we have to see him just as proud of his record as a fiscal conservative and as a social conservative as we see him with his reputation as a maverick. And I think that that's something that he really needs to dig deep and become more comfortable showing, not just the Republican Party, but all voters, because that's who he is.
Does he have to name his cabinet? Does he have to list the Supreme Court nominees? Does he have to do those kinds of gestures, you think?
I don't think so. I think people just need to see as authentic as John McCain can make it, a real effort to kind of reveal the part of him that has earned him, the scores he has and the conservative voting record that he has. The funny thing to me about John McCain is that he is a guy with a conservative record and very broad appeal. Mitt Romney, on the other hand, had a record that reflected a much broader governing philosophy, but he had very narrow appeal. So, John McCain needs to take some lessons, I think, from Mitt Romney and try to shine a spotlight on some of the more conservative accomplishments.